Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We from Group 4 introduce ourselves. My name is Sel Beninekta, NPM 27 as speaker and moderator, and friend Anissa Pratiwi, NPM 09. Okay, we will present the material, selection and gradation. Okay, the first one. The first one will be explained by mind. Okay, the first one, definition selection. Selection is the process of determining which content, language item, topic, skill is appropriate to teach. Selection is usually based on the first one, learning objective, the second one, learner needs, and last one, required competencies. The next definition, graduation. The first one, gradation is the process of sequencing the selected content from simple to complex or from general to specific. Gradation ensure that material are: the first one, structure, the second one, progressive, the last one, easy to follow and understand. Okay, the next material I will be explain the topic language centers perspective. This is focused in linguistic structure and system. Selection, this is based on grammar, vocabulary, and language function. This is follow a structure order and exactly. This is present, simple present, present continuous, and past tense as condition. Gradation, frequency of language use, and structural complexity and linguistic pattern. For example, traditional grammar-based textbooks that follow a linear grammatical sequence. Okay, the next material will be explained by Anissa Pratiwi. Anissa Pratiwi, time is yours.
Thank you for opportunity from moderator. Let me introduce myself. My name Anissa Pratiwi. I will explain about learning central perspective. Focus, learning, need, interest, background, and context. Point 1, selection. The selection of material in a learning-centered approach is crucial as it ensures that the content aligns with the learner's specific needs and goals. A true needs analysis helps identify what learning required to communicate effectively in their target context. This includes understanding their communicative goals and integration social and cultural relevant to make learning meaningful. For example, business English material would differ significantly from those designed for healthcare professionals. Point 2, gradation. Gradation in a learning-centered approach is flexible and not strictly linear. Instead of following a rigid syllabus, sequencing is based on learning, interest, real-life situation type, or project or text-based activity. This approach keeps learning a chance and allows them to apply language skill in the practice context. For instance, ESP module from engineering students might prioritize technical vocabulary and case studies over general grammar rules. Example, ESP module or English for specific purpose. Modules acceptly a learning-centered approach by tailoring content to specific fields like engineering, business, or nurse. Their module focus on the language skill and vocabulary most relevant to the learning professional, ensure immediate applicability. For example, nurse students learn medical terminology and patient interaction. express, while business students practice negotiation and presentation. Next. Implication for curriculum development. Point 1. Conductor needs analysis. Curriculum development should begin with a comprehensive needs analysis to identify learning-specific requirements. This involves evaluating their current language proficiency, future goals, and real-world application of English. For instance, while hotel employed my priorities conversational skill for guest interaction, university students might focus more on academic writing and research technology. By understanding their distinct needs, educators can design targeted lessons that provide practical value. Point 2. Balance linguistic structure with contextual relevance. An effective curriculum interacts grammar and vocabulary instruction with real-life context to enhance learning outcomes. Rather than teaching grammar in isolation, educators should demonstrate its application in meaningful scenarios. Point 3. Apply selection and gradation principle. Content selection and sequencing should adapt to learning proficiency level, objective, and cultural background. Beginner might start with basic greeting and everyday phrases, while advanced learning could take complex texts like negotiation or academic presentation. Additionally, materials should respect cultural diversity, avoiding examples that might be irrelevant or confusing to central group. For instance, a nurse curriculum prioritizes medical terminology and patient communication, gradually progress from simple to complex interaction. Next. Conclusion. Effective material development requires thoughtful selection and clear gradation. A language-centered approach provides structure, while a learning-centered approach offers relevance and motivation. In curriculum design, a balanced integration of both perspectives leads to more successful learning outcomes. That's all for me. Thank you for attention. Back to moderator.
Okay, thank you for Anissa Pratiwi. That's the result of our discussion. Thank you for your attention. Apologies for any shortcoming. I'm Selby Ninekta and friend Anissa Pratiwi. We take our leave. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.